Hello, and we are back with Victoria 3 playing Colombia. I skipped ahead a few years to get ahead of some more tedious economic play, just trying to get the economy balanced. I have a little bit of a problem with our balance right now, but not too bad. We did have a few big things happen. First, let's look at the government. The goal of this playthrough is to get to socialism, and it looks like we've got a good mix going here. We've got the intelligentsia leading the Liberal Party. I'm sure the industrialists and the petite bourgeoisie will oppose socialism, but I also brought the trade unions into government and the Social Democratic Party, hoping that they'll help us move that way and get some laws in place. With our laws, right now we are separating church and state. That's going to be a key part of the move. And we did also manage to enact multiculturalism, and that has been big. We had a drop-off in population. I am not certain why. I didn't catch why it was. There might have been a migration from one of the populations that was unhappy with us. But we had two big migrations hit. In Ecuador, the third largest group is now Dakota. And then in Antioquia, our third largest group is Siouan. So it must have been with the Americans and the Indian Wars there, with the groups that are in this area, the Dakota and the Sioux. Their territories must have been absorbed by the U.S. or some anti-Indian policies there. That led to them migrating to Colombia. More than happy to have them in our country. Need to see our migration tick up and start building that population. We also have some more migrants coming from French Mauritania. So again, another group coming in. We'll start to build that population. We've got good assimilation through the education system. So that should hopefully try to minimize any problems we have with cultural groups there. And then we just got total separation passed. So our religions are always going to be accepted. That's going to be big with the North American Indian groups we had coming in and some of the West African groups. It is a mostly Catholic state. But we're moving away from that, and it should kind of minimize some of the trouble we'll see. So if we look at our religion here, can we see it? Yeah. So religion, political strength, look at that, is all Catholic. But we do have some animist and Sunni populations who are going to be very happy about that separation of church and state law we just passed. So with that, we are also building our first railroad. This central province of Cundinamarca, it's really the economic powerhouse of our country. 34% of the GDP is there. We've got a lot of industry, and we're running a deficit on infrastructure, 31 of 26. So with that, getting infrastructure up and running is going to help with our market access. We'll get better prices on the items produced there. And that should help move our economy along. Now, the next thing we're going to have to do with getting railroads up and running is we'll have to find a place to build the engines. So if we look at our industries, we don't have any motor industries. It's projecting a deficit right now. And it's really where we want to build it. I think Cundinamarca is probably the best place just because of the high population of peasants there. So let's put it there. So that's going to be our next big project. Now I'm guessing this is going to show that we have some expensive goods, input goods shortages. Yep, we have an engines shortage. So let's import those until we can get them built at home. Import them from America, close by. I'm sure they have lots. And look at that. We have another migration coming from West Africa. I think since we got the that multiculturalism law passed, a lot of these population groups are moving to Colombia. So that's really going to help our population continue to increase. I still don't know what that setback was, and I'm not too pleased about it. One thing we're going to have to watch out for is our money. We're coming close to the credit limit. The credit limit's increasing as our economy's growing. See that line ticking up? But, our balance is running pretty negative, and I'm already on the highest tax level. So there's no room there to go higher on taxes unless I start putting in more consumption taxes. But that's going to be a tough hill to climb. I've seen some expensive small arms warnings. No, we don't have that anymore. So I wonder if we got rid of that, managed to increase our production enough we're not worried about it anymore. We also had a fertilizer plant built. I guess it's a chemical plant, and that is helping our agriculture. So our, especially our maize and I think rice farms, they are more productive now because we're fertilizing them. So that's helping increase production there. I'm just going to throw another one in Cauca because of all the peasants we have there. And they're going to make much more money working on a large farm, these arable land buildings, rather than just their homestead subsistence farming. Cotton could be interesting to start to build that out a little more because every country I've played at any point in the run needs more clothing. So let's see, we do have that motor industry up and running, and that should help our steel mill because it should increase demand for steel. Yeah, it's just steel that it's built from. No real technology we can increase here. Water tube boiler. We don't have a lot of coal, so I'm not going to use money on that. We have a lot of peasants here, so I'm just going to keep trying to build this out. I want those peasants to get jobs and, increase their income, increase their standard of living. We did start to have a crisis with some, what are they called? Radicals, because their standards of living were not high enough. But we managed to get that taken care of, especially through those agriculture reforms. Getting those fertilizer plants up and running, that really helped. That made our farms more productive, aside from just creating jobs in the fertilizer plant. That made our farms more productive, and when these buildings are more productive, let's look at what their the wages are. That's productivity. So if we go to the individual ones, let's look at Ecuador. Yeah, the wage is 16.4, so that's really nice there. Even the laborers are making 12.3. And that's, wow, that's a #1 maize farm in the world? That's pretty cool. I wonder if we can start to, if that'll help our prestige at all. Are we getting any prestige from goods? Oh, ruler trait exporter. Nope, nothing yet from controlling any goods. I don't know if there are any goods that we can be in a strong enough position as Colombia to export and really become a world leader in them. Is this on fire? What am I seeing here? Is this just smog? I don't know. I haven't noticed that effect before. Untrained hands. Children working in the furniture manufactories. I don't want to decrease dependents' income. But I also don't want to increase mortality, and I want those interest groups to keep growing. So I think I'll take the dependent income hit for now. Now, what's the next law we can get passed that would move us closer to socialism? I think that Social Security would be one, but I don't know if we can afford it. Wealth voting, we can keep moving that to universal suffrage. We'll get more political strength from votes, more legitimacy. This will increase our authority, legitimacy. Let's go with census suffrage. I think that would be a good first step. Help us be a little more stable. I like it. All right, and we have some people thinking about revolution. Who is this being led by? Doesn't really say, right? Armed forces? Okay. So they're not happy with us. But you know that's going to happen. I can't just give in to everything the armed forces want because they're threatening revolution. Now, let's see what's expensive in the country. What we can see. Porcelain and tobacco, clothing, luxury furniture are all expensive. And coffee continues to be expensive. I think we're the number... Oh, I didn't see that. We're the... it shows your producer number. So we're the number 10 producer worldwide. I wonder if there are any others that we rank for, if it would be worth going for it. What else do we produce a lot of? Coffee's 1. Steel I don't think will rank. Oh, number 10 producer. That's surprising. Transportation? No. Small arms. We don't have a very big market there. So we could actually go for a major coffee export market. Let's try it. It's not going to hurt. It's a productive good. And these farms are going to provide a good income for the peasants there. Now this revolution is going to stick at 50%, so I'm not too worried about it. I will let it sit there. It'll go away eventually. I just have to make sure that it's not getting out of hand. So this factory is struggling because we don't have a big enough demand for engines. So are there any other markets that are struggling on infrastructure? They're good. They're at 2. How is Panama doing? Let's just build one in Antioquia, because that will let us... It'll create some revenue, but then that'll let us also start to use rail transport, which will make some of these buildings more productive. I could also start building... Oh, with Quechua people migrating. Quechua, I thought they were from Ecuador originally, but I could be wrong. But I'm glad to see more migrations coming through. It's such a delicate balance with all of the with your economy. You have to make sure that when you build a building, you have the buildings that can supply it, the buildings that demand it, and nothing gets out of whack. We don't have a lot for institutions, mainly because we don't have a lot of bureaucracy to spend on them. But we've got education to level 2, and I think that should help us just increase education. And with our literacy rate up, I think that helps with our technology spread. Not sure if it helps Pops promote either. Let's see, they're threatened by census suffrage. More enactment time. Oh, I'll take the radicals. I'm not afraid of it. Still not a good result, though. So our balance here is good other than construction, which is what I try to look at. I think that's a really helpful thing they have included in the game. Because construction is expensive. We're getting almost 3,000. And the Cree now, too. That's the 3rd American Indian group we've got migrating to our country. We've had a lot of groups really start to migrate. Yeah, they're migrating where the Dakota are already there. So let's see, that's... Yeah, look at that population growth. We've got it not just from birth rate, but also from migration. 144,000. Over a year. That's going to be really helpful. Landowners, farmers, Catholic Church. I've got to go with the farmers. The landowners are going to be the ones who oppose us the most with implementing socialism. Can I grow my way out of this debt trap? I don't want to just wait and, you know, save up, pay down debt, build the investment pool. That doesn't seem optimal. So I'm trying to think of the best way to go about this. It might be to just keep building and try not to go too deep into debt. That might be what we have to do. So I've got a little more demand on these engines. Employment's increasing. Now this state is at its max. It has discoverable resources. And if I build a railway here, let's see, I'm going all over the place, then that will let me cancel the road maintenance decree, get some of this authority back, and then I can use that authority somewhere else, or just have less malices from using way too much authority. I really want to keep building up my coffee economy, but we're spending our money just trying to keep the rest of the economy afloat. Now, my last playthrough I did on my own, I played as Persia, and with just how big that country's population is, relative to the size of its economy, I never really ran out of workers in any provinces. So some of the other upgrades, not so much here. Like in the urban ones, like the water tube boiler, the automation upgrades, I didn't need those at all, because I had plenty of people to work, and that also helped, reduce unemployment and people living as subsistence farmers. So I never really had to use those upgrades. It looks like we might have to here. See, this will require more machinists and engineers, which is good, but it will increase our iron price. Let's see. Interesting. That'll increase our labor cost too. That's what that'll do. And we might need more glass. Glass could be a good one here, because then we can start upgrading our urban centers a little. We've got demand for it. And we are playing a dangerous game with money. I want to invade somewhere, probably Haiti. But I don't know, I don't want to start a war with my credit limit that low. Alright, so we've got vacuum canning for our food industries. I don't think we have any food industries yet. Maybe the next thing to do, we could go to combustion engine and rush cars. But with rubber, I think we have some rubber we can discover in the country. And with so few countries able to produce rubber, that's kind of a bottleneck in the game. So if we can export that, that is worth quite a bit of money. Let's check the market again. Check on our trade routes. What can we import that would look good? Porcelain? It seems kind of weird, but I'll do it. The grand plan pays off. There we go. National dividends. That looks big. That reduces our interest rate. Not a ton, but I'll take it. Alright, so the Conservative Party won this. So we've got to reform the government there. We do not have legitimacy here. Let's see. Catholic Church wants to join the Conservative Party, so they've got to be in. Kick out the Social Democratic Party. What if I... No. Let's see. So the head of state kind of needs to be in. Catholic Church has to be in because they are part of the Conservative Party. If I kick out the intelligentsia, that increases it a little, but I really want the intelligentsia. So I think I'm going to keep the intelligentsia in government. No? So the Catholic Church is angry. But they also need to be in government for it to function. So this is the best government I can come up with, because for the Conservative Party to be in power, I need the Catholic Church. And the Catholic Church is too mad at me to join the government. If I bring in the rural folk, no, that doesn't help. If I bring in the rural folk instead of the industrialists. Okay, the rural folk are angry at me. Just the intelligentsia. Let's... I like the trade unions. I want them to be... let's see. Should we have them in government? Proletarian. Let's go with just the intelligentsia. Let's see what happens. Could also have the industrialists. That wouldn't really help us at all. So let's go just intelligentsia. Honduras wants a defensive pact. Pass. US wants a defensive pact. I will take that. That is nice. Not that anyone has tried to mess with me so far, but the US seems pretty powerful. Would be kind of weird if they were not powerful. So what's our play? How do we get to be more socialist? Going to private schools is going to be one. I think we've got to reform voting. That's got to be how we do it. After we take care of schools, I think I've got to try voting again. Again, the credit's decreasing. Wonder what I can do. Taxes are already high. If I decrease, yeah, I'm a little negative. Government wages are killing me, and I need more government right now. That helps. It's going to hurt my prestige. Make those pops a little less wealthy. But I think it's what we've got to do. Okay, so dye works. We could use some more dye. I know I've got some somewhere. Yeah, let's just throw one in Pastaza. And let's see. Here, we could use a little infrastructure. They've got discoverable resources, so that means they'll need it would be rubber, gold, oil, maybe. Lacustrine Bantu people. Okay, so we've got even more. And I wonder if it seems like it would be making them more likely to choose Colombia because they're not discriminated against in Colombia. Wherein a lot of other countries still do have some kind of segregation on the books. So Russia's starting to mess with us. It's not exactly what I want to see. I'm going to go ahead and increase our tooling workshops. It says it's not going to be profitable, but let's see. Oh, more success chance. Could always use that. But we keep running short, so we're going to have to do it. And with Russia messing with us, I think now is as good a time as any to upgrade to skirmish infantry. Just get at least our professional army all the way upgraded. Wow, we only have 24 regulars and 13 conscripts. I did not realize our army was that weak. I must have just completely forgotten about it. Well, it's not like we can really afford more right now anyway. And then for technology, we're getting there on rubber. 14 months left. I wonder what the global market's like for rubber. Furniture and clothes could be good ones for us to build more of. Tools, of course. Just because the more buildings we have going, almost all those factories use tools. Liquor. And glass. Didn't we just build a new glass works? What else do we got? leaded glass. I don't think I have lead anywhere. And yeah, we still got to be manual there. Does that die? Yep. So let's see, is there anywhere we can build lead? We'd have to import lead. Okay. So with these tools finishing, we're just a little negative. How am I losing money on this? Our price was so high. More people. We have so many ethnic groups here. Lunda, Central American, Afro-Caribino. I'm not sure what Bambara is. Is that a West African ethnic group? Yep, West African. Interesting. Oh, dangerous equipment. Yeah, landowners. I've got to ignore the safety. I don't have the money. We're struggling in a lot of ways with authority right now. And yeah, you know, maybe that's it. Maybe we need to spend the money on government administration just to get these, the tax waste down. If we build 2 of them, that'll be all we need, really. How else can I save a little cash right now? Anything I can import, make it cheap. So you stop that route. I don't know if that actually helped by the time we balance out the bureaucracy. And we've got another group throwing revolution at us. They want to enact migration controls. They're unhappy other people are living in this country, apparently. Alright, let's pause construction. Let's let our money recover a little. Because we're getting way too close to that limit. Let's see. We're over halfway. I'll just get that interest down a little. Who am I subsidizing? Railways. What railway am I subsidizing? Is it construction, development? Yeah. No more subsidies. Where is my money going? I wonder if it's from that railway not functioning. Let's try the customs union. I haven't joined a customs union yet. I wonder how that will affect my income. That looks good. I should really look into how customs unions work more. Okay, we're in default. How did our credit drop that much? That's what the problem is. Discipline and punish. Oh, yeah, let's... we can upset the armed forces a little. Alright, so now I've got rubber unlocked. Shift work is going to help our cap. I'm looking for any things that just have passive bonuses. That's what I need most. Could do socialism. Let's start going with it. See what comes out of it. Alright, so our government admin is kicked up now. Oh, because we didn't, we got rid of those trade routes. That's what it is. So let's look at some of these states that have, we've got a lot of opportunity for export now. So this, trade union really shakes things up. Coal's been a problem for us. Let's see. Export some fruit. Now with rubber. Rubber, I think there's pretty few countries that are actually able to produce it. Landowners have demands. I'm sure they do. Don't want... They become insurrectionary. That sounds bad. So what's the downside to us being in a customs union? Let's look at this. How do I get to that screen? Here we go to Colombia, diplomacy, customs union. We share a market. Interesting. So I guess that would make, you know, any... This place seems most effective. We got multiple rubber rushes going on. And if we do this well, we might be able to be like a world leader in rubber production. Oh, and with all that, our investment pool started to build up a little, so that's nice. It's 1876, and I still have 24 construction points. I would say that means I'm not doing economy well. Let's see what the market screen has to say. Let's just export some stuff. We're building now and still at a positive balance. That's good. I think for production, though, we still need to focus a little bit on industry. It's tempting to just play with these raw resources, but we've got to have some more clothing manufactories for sure. These textile mills. Let's see. Our steel mill's probably holding up okay. We could do a power plant. Let's put in a power plant. Those are surprisingly profitable. Crack down on the Liberal Party. Let them continue. Who's in the Liberal Party? Industrialists? Yeah. We don't need that. Election, how's this looking? Conservative Party and Liberal Party? We don't want either of those. So we can cut back taxes a little. That'll help our population be happier. And what we can do, actually, is in some of these states where we've got extra population now, let's build out the construction sector. Like in Ecuador and Cauca. And we can actually, let's kick the construction sector up to the top. because with that activated, we'll be able to build everything else faster too. Anarchism. Don't really want anarchism. Do we want to join the British Customs Union? Yeah. That was bad. That cost us 10,000 a week or more. How does that work? So we've got to change a bunch of our routes. And I'm just gonna go through some exports here and hope that this turns around our economy. Because I do not understand exactly what's going on. We also increased our construction capacity, which is also hurting our weekly budget. Okay. So if we leave it as it is, that's 38% legitimacy. Adding the rural folk makes it 42. Trade unions drops it to 28. The Catholics are too angry to be in government. Industrialists don't help. Armed forces don't help. We've got to leave the, oh, they put the industrialists in charge? Oh, let's see how that goes. I don't know how much of an option we really have. Okay, so it's not as bad as it initially looked. It was those two new construction buildings finishing one after another that really shocked us. We could increase our taxes for a little while. Inefficient agriculture. I'm not worried about the migration attraction. We have had so much migration. Not that I wouldn't love more, but I'm not too worried about it. And our construction's kind of backed up right now. So let's pause. Let's get a little away from this credit union or limit. Let the investment pool build for a little while. All right, now our balance is starting to improve. Where is that coming from? I see tariffs increasing. I wonder if we were making a bunch of money from tariffs with the British, and that's why that dropped. Okay, we could use some convoys. Add that to the list of things we need. How's our rubber economy doing? Have any? Yeah, where are they? Oh, because we're on the British market. That's why. So we're just part of that market. I see. Really would be happy to have more investment pool income. Intelligentsia, industrialists are happy. Got military statistics, which should help our mobilization. More political strength for the intelligentsia. So that's something that should help us in our next elections. Swahili migration. Go to monarchy or theocracy. I don't think I want to do either of those. Total separation, no colonial affairs, no social security, poor laws. A proposal for an alliance with Nicaragua. I don't think that's a thing that would help me. So the health system, private health insurance. Let's try it. Let's see how it goes. I wonder if some of our businesses are not doing well. Coffee plantations. Why aren't you making lots of money? Chemical plants. What's up with you? Just going through here. We don't have the electricity to supply. And that's a problem. Rail, that's going to be expensive. Now it is nice being part of the British market. That's some of the goods that we don't have internally. It's just easy to get being part of the British market. Already get steel tools. So we're producing really as much as we can there. Hardwood's expensive for us. Maybe we should build another logging camp. He says as he forgets how much stuff is backlogged to build. Burned through that investment pool pretty much instantly. But our investment pool is starting to grow a little faster. So I'm happy with that at least. Maybe we need to try something a little different. Costa Rica, who are your friends? They are cooperative. Costa Rica seems nice. Seems like it would be nicer if it was part of Colombia. I'm sure they're up to something. See, they have logging camps, not a whole lot of much else. One barracks, one port, coal mines, and 88,000 people. They do have discoverable resources. So maybe we'll find some more rubber or something once they decide to join Colombia. It said chemical plant. I didn't see exactly what it said. Oh, fully employed. Okay, that's good. I'll take that. Alright, see now our investment pool is growing faster. I think some of those changes I just made to the production methods helped. Let's see, glassworks. Oh, I might be able to upgrade this as well. Going to crystal glass because we can pull lead in from elsewhere in the British market. Yeah, getting the textile mills will help because they will, I mean, they'll hit full employment pretty much instantly. Well, I guess not full employment, but their demand is there. Yeah, there we go. Now it's taking positive. And we're working on that power plant. Sewing machines, yes. Craftsman sewing? Oh, we could use some luxury clothes. Mechanized looms. Less laborers. More tools. I'll go with that as well. Electric sawmills. Electricity is going to be a tough one for us right now. I wonder how our railroads are doing. Oh, we don't have a railroad in Ecuador. Interesting. Defensive pact for Honduras. To be honest, Honduras, you're going to be defending yourself from me eventually. So, I don't think that's going to happen. And how are these rubber plantations doing? Still pretty profitable? Yeah, I think so. Alright. So we've got the Communist Party. We've got a few other interesting techs. Civilizing mission. Mutual funds. Now, minting and loan interest, given our financial situation, lower loan interest is very important for us. We need lower interest. Low market access. How is your market access so low? Is it because... Oh, okay. Because maybe there's actually stuff going on there now. My migration cannot be stopped. Is that another one? I've seen a lot of duplicate, duplicate notifications pop up in this game. Curious if that was one of them or if it actually happened twice. Alright, so let's give our economy a minute to recharge. Oh, look at that investment pool climbing up. That's beautiful. We now have electricity. What do we do with it? Oh, our logging camps, we can make those electric. So that could be fun. Where did we build this power plant? And that uses engines. Okay. Oh, we get prestige. The Brits get prestige. I guess we count as the Brits now. Given some future plans that I have, I think it would be wise to build a couple of more barracks throughout the country. Where do I have big populations? You know, not a lot. They're actually a little short on peasants. So if we go to Panama... Ah, revolution. That time of the year again. Wonder if we can actually throw these on railways so they can hit full employment. Did we build a railway here? Yeah, we did. Alright, and that's gonna top out at 58, so we'll be okay. Will we get lucky on health insurance? No. Take it from the tax funds. Government should cover the cost. $3 grand. Let's go with the middle ground. I think we can afford it. Feels like our economy's growing fast. Yeah, the line's getting steeper. Now, what else would be profitable? You can always use more coal. Especially at this point in the game, hoping to get to coal-fired power plants. I think we need those. And then I think after that, it's time to check in on what the, let's see if I actually, before I get too ahead of myself, let's make sure I actually can conquer Costa Rica. Yes. So the Brits would side with us, if anyone. We would just have to make sure that the US and France don't turn against us. It is good to be friends with the US, though. What does Haiti look like? They actually have some decent industry. They're hiring. They have tobacco. You know, if we make Haiti a subject, that could be more worthwhile than conquering Costa Rica. Or actually, if we conquer Haiti, no, let's make you a. Let's see, what's the difference between Dominion and Puppet? They're more autonomous. Oh, so we want Puppet. Russia, France, Scandinavia, Spain. They're all interested in it. Let's see. So the Brits and the Spanish are more likely to join my side. Peru and Bolivia are more likely to join the Haitian side. But if I have the Brits, let's see, then I would think the... Nope. The Bolivians went over. Cool. Very cool. How does my army look? Pretty weak. Time to build some barracks. Get like 2 more battalions before we go to war. Maybe we won't have to go to war. I doubt it. I doubt it. I think they're going to make me fight it out. And how's my navy look? I haven't looked at this in quite a while. I don't have an admiral. Let's see. Both from the armed forces. Let's go with this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to defend down here. War with Haiti has broken out. Okay. So we've got to get all the conscripts. Have I bitten off more than I can chew? We'll find out. So our offense and defense is better. Yeah, we had a very good battle there. Like 10-1 casualties. I wonder how we're managing this. Is it because our generals are more skilled? Marrakesh, Western Sahara Front. I don't... What? How is Africa part of this? Because France got involved? How is France involved? It's just Haiti and Peru. Oh, that's a separate thing. Social Democratic Party formed. So let's take a break from warfare and look at that. That's the trade unions. So we're going to start boosting them instead. If we can. Yeah, so we got to stop bolstering the intelligentsia. And we don't have nearly enough authority to start bolstering the trade unions. So a little more infrastructure, which is cool. I wonder if I start to build more barracks now, if that will help during the war. We'll see. We just keep wearing down their armies? Is that what I do here? Because the casualty numbers are clearly favoring my side. These battalions can't last long that they have. They've got to stop at some point. I don't know if I want to change. They're offering us an obligation. Interesting. All right, so we discovered rubber in Panama. I was kind of hoping for gold, but I'll take rubber. All right, so they finally beat me in one. They had a few of their units against just one of mine. Who's coming to join me? Got a British army coming? Sounds cool. And I'm wondering if now is the time with the British there to start going on the offensive. And then with the second army, let's see. I wonder if I can do a naval invasion. I'm still kind of figuring out warfare. I haven't done a ton of naval stuff. Okay. So I can reform the government here. Social Democratic Party, supported by the intelligentsia. Let's see, he's an industrialist. So if I do industrialists and social democrats together, I think with my taxes as high as they are, it's going to be hard to get anything with a ton of legitimacy. So it's going to be 45 days before I'm able to launch that invasion. Oh, that's how I got confused. I have two generals with the same last name. How did that not happen? Did I not order this? Oh, donation of knowledge? Heck yeah, I'll take a university. I wonder why we keep losing the opportunity to take this naval invasion. Popular playwright. This one's always helpful. I love it. The extra prestige would be nice, but definitely need the enactment help. All right. So we're waiting for the naval invasion. Watching carefully with the 2 flotillas I actually have. Interesting. I wonder if I should just knock Peru out of the war. Do some convoy raiding. So now we should be advancing quickly. I should be really breaking through their lines, marching through their territory. Okay, so Peru wants to... They'll be the first to capitulate. I think they'll want to bail early. Looking at what I've got here. So plenty in the investment pool to build a couple of things while we're at war. And now we've got our new motor industry upgrade. That's going to help. I'm happy we can keep our economy growing at least a little bit, even though we're at war. Huh, I'm losing this battle. I wonder why. It's a little tougher being on the offensive, and then poor visibility. Sakuma, another West African group? East African group. Okay. I have quite the melting pot going on in Colombia here. Okay. So Peru and Bolivia capitulated. Now, can I take Haiti? I'm curious what's going wrong. I'd like to demobilize, but it does not let you demobilize until the war is over. 17 days. Are we losing? Is that what's going on? Do I need a bigger navy? I'll see if I can panic build a bigger navy. I don't know if that would actually help. Maybe import some ships? I'm at a loss for what to do here. We have no available fronts. for him. Workers of the world, yes. Here we go. I like where that's going. Path to socialism, okay. So now we need to get a group who's part of government with communist, vanguardist, or anarchist, and greater than 15 clout. What is going on with my defensive pact with Brazil? I think so. Socialist demagogue. Yes. I don't think I've ever said that together before. Why can't I invade Haiti? What is going on? International exchange could be interesting. Zeppelins. What does that... skyscrapers. Dynamite could be useful. I'll go with repeaters. Some better infantry equipment. What? How are these naval invasions not working? I wonder if this is a bug. What can I do with my navy? Alright, naval invasion. We're starting a naval invasion. Haiti doesn't have a navy, right? They don't have a navy that they are able to counter me with? I think if I can't get this to work, then I might have to just call it a loss in this war. Beat Peru and Bolivia pretty quickly. I think I could have taken them without the... Why did it fail? You need more ships? I'll give you more ships. Alright, the British are doing it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Follow their advice. I imagine this should be over extremely quickly. With the British army being much, much larger than the Haitian army. Then I can finally get my people demobilized. It's not helping my economy at all. So now the British got a treaty port in Haiti. I have some money and a new puppet. I think everyone's happy. To be honest, the Haitians are probably happy too. Their standard of living is going to increase. So what looks expensive in my market? Clothing, as always, coal, glass. Let's check out the textile mills. Yeah, let's build those. Investment pool is huge. Then, all right, with that, man, another migration. Southern African. Interesting. So we got that war taken care of. Got a couple things planned to be built. We're in good shape. So I think I'm going to call it here for the episode. Next time we do this, it is going to be a hard press toward socialism. So that should be fun. We'll see how many revolutions we have to face trying to get that implemented. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am, and have a good one.